Hello and welcome back to Success Seeker. Today I will discuss with you important articles of the Indian Constitution which are very important for various competitive examinations and hope this will be very beneficial for you. Kindly subscribe and like my video to support me. So let's start. First is Union and its territories. It is from the article 1 to 4. Number 1 is name and territory of the Union. 2 is admission or establishment of the new states. 2A is Sikkim to be associated with the Union. It is repealed now. Number 3, formation of new states and alteration of areas. Number 4, laws made under Article 2 and 3 to provide for the amendment of 1st and 4th schedule. Next is citizenship. It is from Article number 5 to 11. Here important article is 6, where it tells about the person who have migrated to India from Pakistan, and 7, the opposite of that, to went to Pakistan, citizens who went to Pakistan. Number 8, Indians residing outside. Number 9, person voluntarily acquiring citizenship of foreign state not to be a citizen. So these are the important articles from citizenship. Next important is fundamental rights. Fundamental rights. The first important article is number 12. That is definition of state. State definition is given. Next 14, equality before law. 15, prohibition of discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. 16, equality or opportunity in matters of employment. Number 17, untouchability. 18, titles abolition. Number 19, protection of certain rights regarding freedom of speech. This is freedom of speech. Number 20, protection in respect of conviction for offences. 21, protection of life and personal liberty. 21A, right to elementary education. This was inserted in 2002, 86th Amendment Act. Next, number 22, protection against arrest and detention. 23, traffic in human beings, prohibition. 24, employment of children in factories or hazardous factory industries. 25th to 29 is related to religion. 25th, free profess, practice and propagation of religion. 26th, freedom to manage religious affairs. 17 is payment of taxes for promotion of any particular religion. Number 28, freedom as to attendance at the religious instructions or religious worship in certain educational institutions. 29 and 30 is for minorities. Number 31, it is repealed, related to Property Act, repealed in 44th Amendment 1978, right to property. Now it is a legal right under Article 300A. Next, 31A, B, C and D. D is repealed. 32, very important, right to constitutional remedies. B.R. Ambedkar called it as heart and soul of the constitution. Next is 34 related to martial law restrictions. Next is directive principles of state policy from 36 to 51. 36 definition of state. 39 very important. 39A equal justice and free legal aid, added in 42nd Amendment Act 1976. 40 organization of village panchayats. 41 right to work, to education and to public assistance in certain cases. Provision for 42 just and human condition for work and maternity relief. 43 living wages etc. for workers. 43A participation of workers in management of industries. 43B promotion of cooperative societies. 44 uniform civil code, very important. 45 early childhood care up to age of 6 years. 46 SC/STs. 47 improve public health level of nutrition. 48 agriculture and animal husbandry. 48A protection and improvement of environment and safeguarding of forest and wildlife. 49 protection of monuments. 50 separation of judiciary and executive, very important. 51 international peace and security, promotion of international peace and security. Next, fundamental rights in 51A article. Next, president and vice president. Article 52 president of India. 53 executive power of the union. 54 election of president. 61 impeachment of president. 63 vice president of India. 64 vice president to be ex officio chairman of the Council of States. 66 election of vice president. 69 oath or affirmation by the vice president. 72 very important, president to grant pardon. 74 very important, council of ministers to aid and advise president. 76 attorney general, very important. 79 constitution of parliament. 80 composition of council of states, that is Rajya Sabha. 81 house of people composition. 87 special address by the president. 102 disqualification for membership. 105 power, privileges etc. of House of Parliament. 108 very important, joint sitting of both houses in the certain cases. 110, very important, money bill definition. 112, annual financial statement or budget. 113, procedure in parliament with respect to estimates. 114, appropriation bills. 120, languages to be used in parliament. Next, Supreme Court. 124, very important, establishment and constitution of Supreme Court. 129, Supreme Court to be a court of record. 131, very important, original jurisdiction of Supreme Court. 132, appellate jurisdiction of Supreme Court. 136, special leave to appeal by the Supreme Court. 143, power of President to consult Supreme Court. 151, audit report. Next is governor. 152, definition of state again given. 153, governor of state, very important. Executive power of the state. 154, appointment of governor. 155, 161, power of governor to grant pardon, and for president it is 72. 165, advocate general for the state. 148, CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General of India, very important. 169, abolition or creation of legislative council in states. 170, composition of legislative assemblies. 171, composition of legislative councils. 199, definition of money bill for state legislature. 200, assent to bill. 201, bill reserved for consideration of the president. 201. 202, annual financial statement for union. 112. 204, appropriation bills. 210, language to be used in legislature. Next, High Court. 214, High Courts for the states. And 124, Supreme Court. (226), power of High Court to issue certain writs. And 32, constitutional remedies. for Supreme Court. Here it is for High Court. 226. (233) District Judge appointment by Governor. Union Territories. 239. Next, Panchayat. 243. Definition. Gram Sabha. 243A. Constitution of Panchayats. 243B. And composition of Panchayat. 243C. (243K) Election to Panchayats. Municipalities. 243P. Definition. Constitution of Municipalities. 243Q. Composition of Municipalities. 243R. Finance Commission for Municipalities. 243Y. Cooperative Society. 243ZH. Definition. 243ZI is incorporation of cooperative societies. (244) Admission, Administration and Scheduled Areas and Tribal Areas. 244. 244A Formation of Autonomous State in Assam and creation of local legislature or council or minister or both. Next, Central State Legislative Relation from 245 to 255. (248) Residuary powers of legislation. 249 Power of Parliament to legislate with respect to matters in state list in the national interest. 250 Powers of Parliament to legislate with respect to any matters in the state list if a proclamation of emergency is in operation. 254 Inconsistency between laws made by Parliament and laws made by state legislature. 254 very important. Next, Center State Administrative Relations. 257 Control of Union over states in certain cases. 258 Power of Union to confer powers etc. on states in certain cases. 262 very important. Interstate river dispute. 263 Interstate Council. Next, Central State Financial Relation. 266 Consolidated Fund and Public Accounts of India of the states. 267 Contingency Fund. 268 Duties levied by the Union but collected and appropriated by the states. 268 Service Tax. 269 Taxes levied and collected by the Union but assigned to the states. 270 Taxes levied and distributed between Union and the states. 271 Surcharge. 275 Grants from the Union to certain states. 279 calculation of net proceeds. 280 Finance Commission. 281 recommendation of the Finance Commission. It is an advisory body. 282 expenditure defrayable by the union or a state out of its revenue. 291 privy purses sums of ruler repelled. 293 borrowing by the states. 292 borrowing by the government of India. Next, rights and liabilities of the government. 30 suits and proceedings. 299 contracts. Next, right to property. 300A legal right. Next is trade, commerce and intercourse. 301 freedom to trade, commerce and intercourse. 302 power of parliament to impose restrictions on trade, commerce and intercourse. Next, public services. 312 very important, all India service. Next is public service commissions from 315 through 323. 315 is public service commission for the union and the states. Tribunals. 323A, 323B. Next is elections. 324 Election Commission of India, very important. (330) reservation of seats for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in the House of People. (338) National Commission for Scheduled Caste. 338A for Scheduled Tribes, National Commission. 340 appointment of a commission to investigate the conditions of backward classes. 341 Scheduled Caste. 342 Scheduled Tribes. Next is official language. 343 official language of the Union. 345 official language or language of the state. 350A facilities for instruction in mother tongue at the primary stage. 350B special officer for linguistic minorities. 351 directive for development of Hindi language. Emergency provisions. 352 very important, proclamation of emergency, national emergency. Number 353 effect of proclamation. 356 President's rule. 358 suspension of provisions of Article 19 during emergencies. 360 provisions financial emergency. 361 protection of president and governors. 368 amendments, very important, amendments of the constitution. Next is 370 for Jammu and Kashmir. It is already repealed in 31st October 2019. 371 special provisions for Maharashtra and Gujarat. 371A Nagaland. 371B Assam. 371C Manipur. 1D Andhra Pradesh or the state of Telangana. E for Andhra Pradesh. F for Sikkim. G for Mizoram. H for Arunachal Pradesh. I for Goa. J for Karnataka. Thank you.